everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mokitsei again. So some of you might know I recently went on vacation. I went to Europe. I was mostly in Italy for most of the time of my time there, but I also spent time in Spain, Switzerland, and I also spent a weekend in Germany. So one of the things I did when I was in Europe was get on a cruise. So it's an Italian cruise ship. It's called Costa Cruise, and we're pretty much like boarded in Savona, Italy, and then you travel for like 5 days and you end up in Tarragona. So we went to a lot of places, including like Palma. We stopped in Ibiza. Like, it was fun, it was lit, like I had a good time. But there was one thing which I kind of wasn't prepared for. So if this video could help someone, and like so that you just like, I mean, nothing really like bad happened, but like if it could just help someone to be like mentally prepared that okay, this is what I'm walking into, like that's all like I want to achieve. But anyway, back to my story. So we're on this cruise, and so the thing is we booked the cruise back in February, so we already knew that's what we're gonna do and stuff like that. So I read a lot of reviews. So I went with my friend, and we love to travel, like we that's a passion for both of us. So we were looking into the reviews. We're like, okay, like, so one of the reviews, so all we're expecting, a lot of the reviews say they literally make you pay for everything, like water. So pretty much like if you have a pulse and a face, you're gonna pay for something. So we're like, okay, we're prepared for that. And like some things like, oh, they make like announcement in like 5 languages, is so annoying, like things like that on the review. And like there are pictures of the food and everything. So I like to like come into situations prepared, but like this I didn't expect happening. Anyway, so I was literally the only black passenger on this cruise ship. Like, it was, I think, more than 1,000 people, and I was a lone wolf, literally one out, the only one, guys. Like, it was just like unbelievable to me, because I grew up in Zimbabwe. Everyone's black, obviously. Then here, like, I live in Boston, and it's like they're black people. Like, it's not like we're not a majority, but like I see them. So anyway, so I got there, so we got to Savona, and then we're like checking in, doing all the ship stuff and whatever. And then I was like, oh, no one is really dark skinned here. Okay, like we kind of observe it, because me and my friend are really like in tune with that stuff, because she's Eastern European, I'm obviously black, so we're always like trying to find like our people, you know, wherever we are. So we were like, okay, like we don't see any black people, but it was like whatever. So then as we were like standing in the line and stuff like that, you know, like with all this stuff going on with diversity, like I'm trying to be like as woke as possible. It's not like things I used to notice before, but like with all these issues like in the news and stuff, like I just notice things more. So I was like, okay, we're in the line, we're like finally like getting into the boat, and then they pulled me I got into the line, I gave them my passport, I gave them my cruise ticket and all that, and then they pulled me aside, and I was like, it's some racism, you know. I mean, I was like, some racism, but then it was like, okay, stay calm, like what do they need? So they pretty much like had to like take my passport. So they took my passport away because I was not an EU citizen. So I was like, okay, why are you taking my passport away? Like, what if I need to go somewhere? Like, what if like I don't have like an ID? What if I need to like go to a bar and get a drink? Like, they're not gonna know my age or whatever like that. But then they were like, oh, like we do this to everyone, like if you're not an EU citizen, like every time we talk, like we have to show like the police, like if they're like non-EU people. And it kind of like makes sense, because it's like I could walk off in Ibiza and never get on the boat again and just like live illegally. But it was just like heightened, like I was annoyed more than I should have been, because at that point I'm like, okay, I'm the only black person, and put me aside. But it ended up like not being that deep. So we get on the cruise ship, and it's not like exactly our age group. There are a couple of people who are like young, but it was weird, because it was like you're either like really young or like really old. So they were like old people and stuff like that. I'm trying to like to see what the vibe of this place is. So we put our bags in our cabin and stuff like that, and then we go and sit down, and it's like, okay, maybe I'll see black people in the dining hall. No, honey, nope, just me. And I was like, okay, I guess this is it. I guess this is gonna be what it's gonna be. So we're eating and stuff, and it's like don't get me wrong, like the cruise was great, but I just wanted to like, this is just a story time. This is my experience. I'm not bashing the cruise or whatever. It was a really good cruise. So we're eating, and then my friend, like, she swears she saw, like, I saw it too, but I mean, I saw, like, she's like, girl, I think there are black people in the kitchen cooking. I'm like, what? But I didn't see it because it was like, I only kind of saw like the back of their heads, but it's like, damn, like, it's not that much of us and you're hiding us? Like, come on. So it was just like, okay, like maybe they are, but like they're working in the kitchen, like really, you know? So it was just like, okay, like cool. They're like hiding them or whatever like that, but it was what it was. She swears she saw like there were like people in the kitchen. I don't know. I didn't see it. So the rest of the cruise was good. What's like something that like strange happened, like that I didn't expect. So a lot of the people who worked on the cruise were like Indian or like from Bangladesh or like from the Philippines. So they were like brown. So we got like really close. Like we kind of like started like conversating more and like sticking together. Like we had a lot of like camaraderie and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, okay. Like it's kind of like, I don't know if there's a psychological theory or whatever, but it's weird that like it's like we just like started to like group together, maybe because there were not that many of us, but like a lot of the workers were from like India, and then like during the day I would like chat to them. I'm like, this is what I did, it was so much fun, and they'll be like, I'll be like, oh, how was your day? So I got like a lot of friends. And then another strange thing happened on this ship. So there were no black people, except like we saw in the itinerary there was a person called Mr. Chocolate performing. And then my friend was like, because my friend is white, and she's like, girl, I hope this guy isn't black, because that would be super awkward. And his name is Mr. Chocolate. And then I was like, man, they better not. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Like, it's not that deep, but like, I mean, being the only one, like, I don't know, it was just like awkward. Like, why you gotta call him Mr. Chocolate? Like, why you gotta call him Mr. Chocolate? Like, it's just like he's the only like other black person on the ship except for me and this Mr. Chocolate. Really? So anyway, we went to the showcase, and I'm like really hoping this guy is not chocolate, literally. And lo and behold, he was. It was hilarious. Like, it was like, damn, like, really? Like, y'all really did that? But you know what? Like, it was cool. So yeah, on a more serious note, I really like enjoy the cruise and stuff like that. Like, I had a great time, but it was just like not something I was expecting. So if you are black and you're thinking of going on to Costa Cruises, like dude, it's a great cruise. Like, you won't feel awkward. I was of course like with a white friend, but I don't know what it would have been like if I was like with my black family, or I was with like a black significant other. Like, if I had been treated any differently. People were really friendly. Like, I made so many friends. I know there was this like gang of like these German like older gentlemen. They're like maybe like 75 or whatever, like like I told you, it was either really old or really young. So it was like they're retired, and it was like a boys trip, and like we always like ended up at the same like excursions and stuff like that, and we're always like chatting. Like, I know a little German, so it was like cool. Like, people were not like racist. There was like one weird incident when like, so I was in the hot tub, and then my friend like got out, and she's like, this is like, it was a lukewarm tub, it was not the best. So this guy previously had come up to me, and then he was speaking in Russian. I mean, you could tell I was Russian, but I couldn't understand, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. Then it was like, so then my friend like translated or whatever, because she understands a little bit, or he said it, I don't know how it happened. Then he was like, oh, you're really beautiful, and I'm like, oh, thank you. That was that. And we're like actually like impressed, like, whoa, that's really cool. Like, he just like complimented me and like walked away, like it didn't bother me and stuff like that. So we're like, oh, that's really cool. And then so I got out of the hot tub, so I was like drying up and stuff like that, and then this guy just comes, and then he's like, hi, and I was like, hi, and then he just comes up and like hugs me, and then turns out there was a friend on the like other side, and then he just started taking pictures. Like, I was like, what the hell was that? Like, it was just so weird, because it's like he like literally like put his arm around me, and then there was another person like taking pictures, and I was like, okay. But you know what, I was on vacation, I was not about to be bothered by anything, and like I just avoided that crew for the rest of the cruise. And I know it was unfortunate that happened, but I didn't get too mad, because it's like really my peace of mind is really important to me. So I wasn't like really trying to get all that mad. I'm just like, y'all are weird. The only thing I was worried about is like there's a photo of me like with my towel looking terrified with a Russian guy like on the internet somewhere probably, and it's like, yeah, you know what, it is what it is. So outside of that, that was like the only like awkward experience. Like people were really like cool. Like a lot of people like asked me like, where are you from? There is a lot of staring for obvious reasons. There was like a lot of staring, and I'm just kind of used to it. It's just like when you go to a place where you don't look like everyone else, people are gonna stare, and it's like kind of comes with the package. Like I'm really like, for me, I'm just one of those people where it's like, it's really not that deep. Like I wasn't harmed in any way. Like my feelings weren't really hurt. Like it's just staring. So yeah, that was it. Like that's my story time. I had a great time on the cruise. Like if you like, this is gonna sound so weird. If you're black and considering this cruise, do it, girl or guy. Like don't matter. Like just enjoy your time, but just be aware that you might be the only one. And I don't know if your experience, because you know I made friends with everybody. Like the crew, the people like managing, like the people managing them. Like I made friends with the passengers. Like at the end of the day, it didn't really matter. We're on vacation. We're all trying to have like a good time. So just be like open-minded. Like don't be apprehensive. Like, but just be aware that that's like the situation, and enjoy yourself and have a good time. Anyway, guys, that is the end of my story time and my little rant, because that was like I didn't prepare for that. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Bye.